Hi, everybody. I'm Bob Schneider. Welcome to the Song Club.
I knew it was a bad idea to meet you here, my dear.
All right, we're back. We're back, boy. Oh, shit, already. That's what happens when you take a break, which I took a break for a couple months from the Song Club because, I don't know. I don't know. It's good to take a break sometimes from things. And so, yeah, that's what I did. But I'm back. And we're here. It's the Song Club. It's a place where everybody likes to go. It's inclusive. We're not barring anybody from coming to the Song Club. We want everybody to come. We don't care what fucking dumb ideas you have or who you think is right or wrong. You can come here and hang out and listen to me talk all day long. So yeah, welcome. And it's Song Club 96. So that means for 96 months, which if I'm not mistaken, that's 17 years. For 97 months, I've had a Patreon account. And for 96 months, I've been giving you guys 8 songs a month for 96 months. Now, find another person who can do that in the world, and I'll say that person's probably not very good. Because that's the thing. You think of that and you go, well, that's a lot. Probably not a lot of it's good. But you guys know because you guys are here. Now, a lot of you guys might listen to this occasionally. A lot of you guys might even be part of my Patreon, and you're getting these posts and you're like, I don't know if I can handle 8 songs a month. And then there's a few of you, the vocal minority is, I guess, what you guys are called. You guys are like, no, we want the 8 songs a month. And you guys like the 8 songs a month. But that's a minority. Again, that's a small chunk of people. And then there's people that just, they got Lonely Land back in the 2000s, or Lovely Creatures in the late 2000s, or Perfect Day, or whatever record they got. And they liked it so much that they're like, we'll support this guy. And I'm glad he's still making music, but I got a busy life and don't necessarily keep up with it. And that's cool too. I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate you guys supporting me because it doesn't cost a lot to support me. And I wish I was more like Amanda Palmer. I think that's her name. Because she just straight up is like, give me money to people. And she's making so much money. She makes like millions of dollars just by asking people for money. Now, is her stuff good? Some people must think it is, I guess. I've never listened to it, so I don't know. Here's what I don't want to have happen. Have her find out I said that, or her fans, because I'm sure her fans are real fanatical, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, hey, good on you. I'm jealous. I'm just jealous of her and her ability to just ask for stuff, because I could like literally be dying of cancer and I'd be afraid to call my doctor. I'd be like, I don't want to bother him. I'll just wait. I'm like, what's the least busy day of the week? I'll call him then. And literally, I've got like a, massive bleeding lesion on my lungs. But I don't want to bother anybody. And so the fact that you guys are supporting me on Patreon means a lot to me, because I'm not going to, it's not like every show that I do, I'm like, hey, get on Patreon, or hey, buy merch. Like, you guys know me if you've ever seen me play live. I don't play that game. Here's what I do. I bring the heat, son. I bring the heat. I just play. I bring the heat. And I know some of you are like, well, you're saying the heat a lot, but what does that mean? I'm just bringing the best songs, and I'm playing them at a high skill level, and cracking wise in between. And you guys love it. And you tell me so after every show. You're like, I'm so enamored with what you do. And I take it to heart, and then I believe it. And then I watch like the Grammys and other award shows, and I'm like, man, these people are so fucked. These people are so fucking fucked. Because all I hear is how much you guys love me, and I take it to heart. And then I go, I'm the best. And then when I see these other people, I'm like, I don't think my people think these people are the best. So what is going on? Anyways, it fills me with vitriol, and it alarms me at how much I detest groups of people, like huge swaths of people. Anyways, I need to work on it. I've got some problems. I need to work on my shit. But in the meantime, we're here again. We're at the Song Club. Exclusive, yes. Inclusive, yes. Deductive, I don't even know what that means. But probably. Reductive, again, another word that goes in the who knows what that means pile. But let's talk about the songs. We've got 8 songs that are coming at you fast and loose, which is the way I like songs coming at me. I don't like them coming at me slow and tight. That's not true. I don't mind a slow and tight song every once in a while. Just real slow. I'm like, what is that? Oh, it's that song coming at me slow and tight. How tight? Tight. No, but mostly I like him fast and loose. It's like, whoa, damn. But not too fast, not too loose, and also not too many. Like maybe one or two a week would be nice. But I get more than that. I'll tell you a song I've heard a lot of is Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. I've heard that song a lot. I did watch the Super Bowl, so I heard it there. But I hear it. I work out. Yeah, I know it shows. I work out, and they play it there a lot. And then when I'm walking around the world, which I don't do very often, but I do occasionally when I'm walking around, I hear it. And then I hear that song a lot. Anyways, I don't mind hearing it, but I'll tell you who probably minds hearing it. Drake. I don't know a lot about Drake, but unless he's just a straight up like Michael Jackson style pedophile, which I doubt he is, but I don't know anything about him. But I feel like if he was nowadays, like, I mean, Michael Jackson was seducing and marrying and having sex with kids back in the 80s and 90s, when I guess you could still do it or something. But I feel like nowadays with all the technology and stuff with AI, if he was doing that, then I feel like they would probably figure that out and crack down and put him in jail. So probably he's not doing that. Maybe he likes younger ladies like 18, 19. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know anything about him, but that song doesn't make him look very, doesn't make him look like the coolest guy in the world. Anyway, let me get a little drag on this pipe. All right, let's talk about the songs this week. I got a couple new ones, 3 new ones. And normally I have 4 because I write one a week. But this month was Feb, and there's only 28 days. And the way the weeks lined up, there was only 3 that I wrote this month. So are they good? Yes. Are they the best songs ever written? Maybe. This first song I'm about to play you, my trainer's stepdad, it's his favorite song that I've ever made. Now, that's cool. I mean, here's what I do. Like, people will tell me stuff, and then I just believe it. So if they go, oh man, you suck, then I'm like, oh, I suck. If people come up and are like, hey man, you're fat, I'll be like, oh fuck, I'm fat. If they tell me I'm like, dude, you're the greatest of all time. I'm like, oh, I'm the greatest of all time. I don't know why that is, but I just kind of take everything people say and I just go, well, that's what it is. And then I think about it later and I go, am I fat? Anyways, let's listen to this first song and see if you guys think it's the best song I've ever written. All right, here we go. It's still loud. Let's turn it down a little bit. Manhattan Tunnel closing me in. Here comes your daddy once again. Heading to the city and we're all going rogue. Smashing Impalas, speaking in brogue. Wine in the city but not drinking any wine. Sun in the sky, refusing to shine. Dealer on standby at the Holiday Inn. Lost all my money once again. Bad bitches with the big butts bouncing. Make the brain feel like it's got Down syndrome. Her daddy owns the Indiana Pacers. We're cleaning up like erasers. Bad bitches with the big butts in the air. Make me wanna move to Scotland and live there. Even though I've been sober for a year, I've got a sponsor. I'm walking down the street with the beer like a monster. Well, I was at the store getting a 40. She walked in, oh loaded. All right, there you go. You get the idea. It's a song called Bad Bitches with Big Butts. I've been writing a lot of, I don't know, gangsta rap. I think that's what that falls under. I've been writing a lot of gangster rap. Now, am I a gangster? No. Am I a rapper? I do rap. Am I one of the best rappers of all time? No. I'm not. I wish I was, though. I wish I was one of the best rappers of all time, if not the best rapper of all time. Because I feel like if I was, I would have a lot of money. And for some reason, as I get older and things get more expensive, I go, maybe I fucked up. Maybe I should have gone for the dough. Because I've never gone for the dough. I've always just gone for the art. I've always just like, well, what do I want to make that I think is interesting? That's what I've always gone for. But some people go for the dough. Like I ran into this lady recently and she's an artist and she makes art and she goes, I just make art to sell it. And I'm like, oh, I never even thought about that. I never even thought about like that. And I mean, if I was just making music or art to sell it, I would make so much money. Because I know you can just look and see what people like and just go, well, I'll just make that. And then people buy it because people are pretty much dumb. Not everybody, not you guys who are listening right now, but other people are dumb. And they'll just buy whatever you know, if it sounds like something they know or if it's familiar to them or like, oh, I've seen that before. They're like, I'll buy it. But if it's something new and original or different or weird, they're like, I don't know about that. Unless some other people go, oh, that's cool. And they're like, is it? Okay, cool. You guys are sure? Okay, good. No, I like it now. Anyways, I've never approached my life in terms of like, how can I make money? I've just always approached everything with like, what can I do that's interesting and cool? Like that I think it's interesting. Not that's interesting, cool to everybody at all. But what do I think is cool and interesting? Or funny, or whatever. And then I just write stuff like that Bad Bitches with Big Butts. I'm like, I was just writing it, and I was like, I'm kind of laughing a little bit. I was like, this is kind of funny or kind of interesting. But the whole time that I was doing it, I mean, I knew like, well, people aren't going to like this song. They want 40 dogs or tarantula or something. They don't want me, a man in my late 30s singing about bad bitches with big butts. But turns out there's one guy, my trainer's stepdad, he wants me singing about it. So who knew? I didn't know. I'd have thought nobody would, but there's one person that does. And by the way, you know me, I take everything to heart. So in my mind now, I'm like, well, maybe this is my best song. Anyways, I've tried to play it. I tried to play it on Monday night at the Saxon Pub, and it did not go well. It sucked. But we'll try it again. So, having said that, I wrote that song, Bad Bitches with Big Butts. But the week before, I wrote a song called Big Boob Lady. Now, what's going on, Bobby? Why are you writing these songs about boobs and butts and stuff? I don't know. But I was outside of the World Market. If you've ever been, if you're not familiar with World Market, just go there. It's a very nice store with very nice items. A lot of sweets from around the world. Towels. I buy towels there. There's stuff you can get there that you'll go in there and you'll feel good about it. Anyways, I was in the parking lot outside of there, and a lady walked out of World Market, and she had a look. She looked like she was in an ad for Old Navy, like one of those retro ads where they make everybody kind of look like they were in the 50s. So she looked like she was in an Old Navy 50s retro ad, and she was well put together. And this lady had some boobs, boy. And they were like torpedo boobs, like, again, like a picture, like a weird cartoon of a lady. And she was, I don't know, in her late 40s-ish. Tattooed. She had tattoos, so she like looked cool. She looked like a hipster lady. But the boobs were the thing. The boobs were the star of the show. Boobs were the Timothy Chalamet of this situation. And then the rest of the outfit was that chick who played Joan Baez, who was also very talented in the movie. Anyways, so I saw that and I was like, oh, and I just started singing Big Boob Lady. And then I was like, well, I guess that's what I'm going to write the song about, was this big boob lady. Again, if I was writing songs to make money, you guys would never have heard, you'd never hear this song, Big Boob Lady, because it's not going to make any money. It's not going to help me out in any way. If you're listening to this, you're probably like, I don't like it already. And once I play it, you're not going to be like, oh, yeah, that's better than I thought. It'll be just like, oh, that's exactly what I thought it was. One of my biggest fans, who's never said an unkind word about anything I've ever done, she's like, I'm like, is there anything you don't want me to play one night? And she was like, I'm not crazy about that Big Boob Lady song. She's going to listen to this. She knows who she is, and she knows that I'm talking about her. And she's going to feel bad. She's like, oh, I didn't hate it that much. She's real nice. Anyways, let's listen to it. You make up your own mind about what you think about it. Here it is, Big Boob Lady. We're rolling down the boulevard, boy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, people like it.
Lady in a tiger print sundress. Whoa. Won't let my mind get a second's rest. Whoa. Saw in the corner, got the club on lock. Whoa. Tattooed sleeve, got the bag in the Glock. Big old titty just hang around. Whoa. Took one look, dropped my drink on the ground. Could have been the one in the candy van. Damn. Instead, I'm the one on the Ativan. Big boob lady, tell me what you need. With them titties, big as the sea.
Big titty.
Cause I'm out on the corner in the pouring rain, singing Big Boob Lady, I'll always be your friend. Sleeves rolled up, can't see the sun. Boobs all day until the day's done. Heart so wild, like a town in flames. Now that I saw, nothing is the same. Indiana Pacers in a 3-point shot.
I don't even know if Indiana Pacers are still an actual team. I don't know anything about basketball. Anyways, you get the idea. It's an old school hip hop joint. Sounds like it came out in 1989. And yeah, that's what I wrote. Again, when I'm writing songs, I just write them. I don't ask questions. I don't comment on them when I'm writing them. I just write them. Sometimes when I'm writing them, I'm like, why am I wasting my time writing this? But here's the thing. You got to do that. You got to be true to the creative part of your brain and let it do whatever it wants to do. And then you can do whatever you want with it later. You can play it or not play it. Of course, this is the song club, so you get it all. You get it all here. That's probably not going to go on a record of mine, but maybe it will be. Maybe at some point, because as you get older, you kind of lose the ability to understand what's good and bad. And it's already happening. I don't know what's good and bad anymore. I used to know. Beyond a shadow of a doubt. When I was 18, 19, 20, 21, dude, I knew what was good and what was not good. And I was right. You get older, you kind of keep it through maybe 30. And then around 30, you start losing a little bit. 40s, forget about it. 50s, you have no idea. At 50s, you just might as well just blindfold yourself and throw a fucking dart against the board about whether something's good or not. You get to be as old as, like, I don't know, Randy Newman. I don't even know how old he is, but he's old. He doesn't know what's right. He doesn't know what's up or down. He's just writing stuff. To him, everything's fine. Anyways, he's a bad example because he's still writing good records. So who knows? Who knows? It's my new slogan, TM. Who knows? Like, who knew or who knows, but I combine the two. I'm folding time. All right, let's listen to the third song I wrote this past month, the month of February in 2025. This one's called Losing My Mind. Is it my favorite of the three? I think so. For me, it's my favorite. It's no mention of butts or boobs, which is, I don't think. I mean, we'll have to listen to it. Maybe we'll get into the song and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I mentioned boobs and butts in this one as well. But I do like this song. Let's check it out. Here we go. It's got some nice piano stuff. Kind of reminds me of, who's that guy? The guy that OD'd. Very young age. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like I'm falling behind. It's okay cause I'm feeling just fine. I'm just walking around losing my mind tonight. Yeah. I used to run with the wolves and the lambs, but I'm okay with the who that I am. I got a gun and a centaur and goddamn, I'm sweeter than spam I am. I gotta watch, it's so cold I can't speak. My how you look, oh, makes me weak. How time it just carries us on to whatever we are, then we're gone. Yeah, it feels like I'm falling behind. It's okay cause I'm feeling just fine. Just walking around losing my mind tonight. 1 minute and into the next, she just running around hammering checks. Yeah, I'm sure that you got my text. Oh, I just need a couple of sex. I'm spitting these hits out my brain. They're so fly, it's so hard to explain. Now tell me, where were we again? Before I got myself caught in the rain.
There you go. Losing My Mind. The 3 songs from this month's bag of songs that I wrote. It's a small bag because it's February, so you need a smaller bag in February. If you have a bigger bag, you're wasting a lot of bag space. So the rest of these songs are old songs. Some of them are real old. I really went deep in the freezer. That's where I keep all these songs so they stay fresh. This one, I didn't even know I had a version of it. It's called the 120 pound brain. I don't even know what this song's about. I used to write a lot of songs. I write one a week now, which for some people that's a lot. For people my age, that's a lot. Maybe if you're younger, you can write more than that. But I used to write songs like a song a day or a couple songs. I used to write so many songs. And when you're writing that many songs, you're kind of writing about whatever. Plus, I think I might have been smoking the weed back then. And when you're smoking the weed, you'll write about a bunch of stuff. Because almost anything's interesting if you got the right weed. I didn't smoke a lot of weed. It made me paranoid, so. But I did smoke some, and I probably was smoking it around the time I wrote this song. Who knows when I wrote this song? It was so long ago, but let's check it out. It's called 120 Pound Brain. Maybe it'll dislodge some memory seeds in my brain, and they'll get on the retrievable floor of the brain and grow into an actual story I can tell. Here we go. Is this song ever going to start? Who knows? It's not wanting to. Oh, there it is.
The scientist waited, was warm to the touch. They couldn't figure out how it weighed so much. Looked quite normal, lumpy and round, but it weighed 120 pounds. What was inside it, no one could say. What made it so heavy was a mystery. All the top surgeons could not explain the secret of the 120-pound brain. People went crazy, they heard the story. They wanted to see it, all its glory. The president shouted when he was contacted. There's only one thing we can do, it must be extracted. Pull it out and see what's inside. All the lab technicians replied, I know this procedure might go against the grain, but we must find out more about this 120-pound brain. They probed and they prodded with the space-age machines. They mumbled and they nodded and they scratched their beans. They sighed and they snorted, they hemmed and they hawed. At the end of the week, they just stood there awed. Was it some secret from an alien land? Obviously something they could not understand. It proved to be an unbearable pain, this odd 120-pound brain.
Is there even an ending to this? I really have no... I wrote this song. I don't even remember this song. Oh, really? That's the end? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, there you go. That's the end of that one. All right. We'll give it that. Interesting. I know I wrote that long for a while in my early 20s. My favorite artist was Tom Waits. He's still one of my favorites for sure. But I was writing a lot of songs that I wanted to sound like Tom Waits and write songs that sounded like Tom Waits. So that's definitely one of those songs that I wrote. Oh yeah, podcast gold when somebody yawns. No, normally that's edited out. I'll edit it out later. Anyways, yeah, that's that song. That's been sitting in the deep freeze for 25 years at least. But there you go. It's out. You've got it. You can do with it as you will. Let's listen to another one. This one's called Farther Than Farther Away. It's an interesting song. I know it's weird sounding, but let's check it out. I guess that's a synthesizer.
The sun has two eyes made diamonds. I see them shining every day. Down upon you in the valley, underneath the shadows of the buildings as they sway. The sky's blue windows leave me breathless. Takes my skin, turns to gray. When I'm lying in the ocean forever, you say I'm farther, farther, farther.
That's far away, dude. There you go. That's Farther Than Farther Away. That was written, it says here it was written 11 years ago. So there you go. That's 11 years old. How many times have I played that live? Maybe once at the Saxon Pub, perhaps. Who knows? Definitely write songs that just really have no use. Again, if I was smarter, I'd be like, as soon as I, was writing that, I'd be like, well, I'm not going to be able to use this song, and I'd stop and I'd put my efforts into something that would be useful, that could make me money, and then maybe I would be like Elon Musk, beloved. I mean, one thing about making a lot of money, like when you get into hundreds of billions of dollars, you know that people love you. That's when you can, like, you don't even have to ask people anymore if they love you. Because you'll just know, like, people love it when you have way more stuff than they'll ever have. When you have way more stuff than a whole country of people have, you know that you're loved. You know that people just look at you and go, oh, I love that guy. He's got so much stuff. I'm really into him. Anyways, so I probably should make more money, I guess, and then people would love me more. Who knows? All right, let's listen to this next song. All these songs, these next 3 songs were all written the same year as Farther and Farther Than Farther Away. This next song is called Freeze. I think it's Kay Fry, my merchandise lady. I think it's one of her favorite songs. I know she's requested it probably more than any song except for a song that mentions Kay in the song. But yeah, she likes this song, and it's called Freeze. Let's check it out. See if we like it. Oh, it's got that Indigo Girls guitar, which is nice. That's nice.
The lights are all falling through the air, and I'm stalling like I don't care, and my heart is just pounding, and the room sounds like a magnificent war, 'cause the music is blaring, and I'm walking across the bar, and you're so fucking close, but it seems so far, but you're probably less than 10 feet away. And there in the dark, I rehearse what I'll say. Then I'm there at the edge of the world, and I'm ready to jump, but I freeze.
Bit of shaker.
And the snowflakes are dying.
All right.
On your tongue and your fly.
I have played that song quite a bit, but I don't play it that slow when I play it live. Sometimes when I record a song, I'll record it and then later realize, oh, this song is too slow. And then when you get on stage, you always play stuff faster because you're in the moment, and it's more exciting to play things faster. So that's Freeze. Here's another song called, we're just going to jam through these songs. Why not? I don't know what to say about. Let's listen to this one. I think this is a song. I think this is loosely based on that movie Inception. Loosely based on that scene where they're all like in the van in slow motion about to go in the water and maybe die in the water. Definitely die in their dreams in the water in the van. I think that's what this song is, but let's check it out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like, just the sound of that reminds me of that van scene. You gotta picture people slow motion in a van falling through the air. For a second there, I was like, oh, is this the instrumental version? Because normally I'd start singing there, but this is during my Pink Floyd period where I wouldn't start a song for a while, I guess.
It's the perfect way to end the day.
Metaphor. My life.
With a sad goodbye. With the oh, we tried.
More metaphor. because you can't get enough metaphor.
With the time we've had so far.
I'm not sure what that. I think we've left the metaphor now.
Lost among all these stars.
And existential angst.
Nobody wants to go home.
We're back in metaphor again.
Nobody wants to go home.
The metaphor is home is back to wherever we came from.
Nobody wants to go home.
And back to what we were before we were born, whatever that is.
Nobody wants to go home.
So mostly metaphor. Ooh.
How does it feel to be on your own?
Yeah, I forgot about this. I just basically stole a couple lines from Bob Dylan for the fuck of it.
With no direction home, like a complete unknown.
Oh, I should have done this song for my one song. Maybe I'll do it next week for my one song concert.
Like a rolling stone, like a perfect circle.
Offshoot band of Tool. James Keenan?
Like a puff of smoke.
All right, you get it. All right, you got it. You get it. All right, so those were the songs. That was 7 songs, and there's one more song that I wrote again 11 years ago, called "I Have No Reason to Believe," and I have no reason to believe that I've released this song already in the Song Club, but I may have, and if I have, let me know, and that would be the first time I've ever like re-released a song in the Song Club. Anyways, I will say this: a lot of you guys in the Patreon group and also in the Family, which is my unofficial, but I guess official at this point, fan club, have asked me to put these songs on Spotify so that they're easier for you to access when you're listening to music. So I know I've said this in the past, but we are planning on putting a lot of the older Song Club songs up on Spotify. Not the new ones. The new ones, you still have to be here in the song game. I mean, the Song Club, to get them, you know, when they're fresh and hot, right out of the oven, gooey and chewy, the way you like them. But if you don't mind the old ones that aren't hot anymore, that have cooled down, we're going to be putting those up on Spotify and Apple Music and I don't know, whatever the fuck other place. Dark web, everything's free, obviously. So that's coming soon. Like, what is it, March? Before the summer is here, we'll have released quite a bit of that stuff on streaming. So it'll be easier for you to access. Now, if you're like me, you're an Apple person, you've got everything in iTunes, and so it's all there for you as soon as you download it into your computer. But it's not everybody's iTunes, and I don't know how you organize your music if you're like Android and stuff. So anyways, either way, a lot of this older stuff, again, we're at 96. We're at Song Club 96. You won't be hearing this 96 stuff on Spotify, but the stuff from like the Song Club 42 and Song Club 28, and you get the idea. A lot of that stuff is going to be up on Spotify soon, which will be nice, and you'll be able to like access it a little easier than this. But again, I can't thank you enough for supporting me on Patreon. That really means a lot. Also for coming out to shows and supporting me when I play live. I've got, of course, my Mondays at Saxon Pub, which are great. And I meet people from all over the country every week. Every Monday, people come up to me. They're like, hey, I'm from blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh wow, and they maybe they were coming into town anyways, and then they extended their trip a day so they could see me at the Saxon, or sometimes they'll just come in because they just want to come see that show because it is a unique show. It's unlike any other shows that I do. It's different every week. There's always new music on there. There's a level of irreverence that I don't really have in any of my other shows. The other shows I take a little bit more seriously. The Saxon Pub is more like a laboratory. So I have that show, obviously, and then I have lots of shows all over the country. You guys are coming out and just being great, just being so supportive, and I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate you guys. So thank you for doing that. And on that note, let's get out of here with this song called I Have No Reason to Believe in Love. But I do kind of have a reason to believe in love because of you guys. So thanks a lot. Again, this was written 11 years ago. So I know some of you are like, is Bob okay? I'm fine. Again, if I was feeling like this for 11 years, then I'd be like, call a doctor. But I stopped feeling this way probably right after I wrote the song. Here we go. Even though you're like, wait a minute, this is a fun, happy song. Yeah, a lot of fun, happy songs. I like putting sad lyrics in happy songs and happy lyrics in sad songs. That's what I do. Song Club.
Standing here like a ghost.
Damn, son.
Shoes shining, but smiles most.
Ooh, yeah.
Beautiful thing you've ever seen.
That's right.
Feel like a laser beam. See everything there is to see. I can see forever. No reason to believe. I have no reason to believe. I have no reason to believe in love. Oh yeah. Yellow light on the morning snow. Flowers bloom in the mountain glow. And the stars fade from the sky. And another lonely, lonely day rolls by. No reason to believe. I have no reason to believe. I have no reason to believe in love.
Sorry about that. Just getting on that melodica. All right, y'all take care. We'll see you next time here at the Song Club.
And I bought my
Have a wonderful
girl a wedding
month.
ring.
We'll see you next time.
Goddamn, I felt like a king.
Yeah.
Just took it all through it across the floor. But I ain't never seen her face no